Originally, when the call came in, we heard reports of a possible shooting on the 4000 block of Riverwatch Parkway. We were told by the sheriff's office that there was a possible shooting in the area. And here we are with the information from the Columbia County School District. Again, those are words in a letter that the school district sent out to parents in response to this. And they do say that 3 individuals were involved in a shooting at an apartment complex behind Lakeside High School. They say that if you're a parent and you have a student at any of these schools, they do say that the students will remain on campus until further notice, but they do advise that all students are safe. And that was echoed in what the Columbia County Sheriff's Office posted in their update to Facebook, saying that it did not occur on school property and that there was no immediate threat to the students or the faculty. But they do say that Lakeside High School is currently on lockdown as a safety precaution due to the incident being in the vicinity. So we do know that this happened at an apartment complex behind Lakeside High School. And here momentarily we will be hearing from your Ethan Hunter, who is on the scene with the large law enforcement presence behind you. Ethan, I know you just got onto the scene and we know we probably have lots of worried parents, but what can you tell us about the scene so far? We do know that the shooting did happen in an apartment complex behind the school, and it appears all students are safe.
Yeah, that is what I've seen as well. Right behind me is Commons Drive near the Blue Ridge Commons apartments is what they're telling us. There's no sign on that, but I can see that it is Commons Drive right behind me. And that's where, we originally heard that the elementary school possibly could have been on lockdown. The Blue Ridge Elementary School is right through these trees right here. Also the high school as well. So past that, didn't see any sheriff's vehicles. Came right here, and this is where the Columbia County Sheriff's Office has set up base. We are just, you can see the school right over my shoulder. I'll have our cameraman pan there in just a second. But as you can see behind me as well, it's just a very large presence. They do have the drone in the air. It was going northwards, which is over my left shoulder from when I was standing there to your right. It was looking in the woods over that way. We've heard it kind of come over our heads a couple times. So not sure if it's up in the air right at this second, but it has been up in the air. There is about 20 to 30 sheriff's deputies, what have you, in there, kind of in that area. There also do seem to be some people in yellow vests. I think they were there before, like working on another issue, some sort of cable company or something like that. But that's kind of the mass of people that you're seeing standing out there. They do have a big base of operations set up between those 2 yellow lines that kind of singles out one of these apartment complexes, which is where they are kind of focusing on right now. And then I'll have you look just down the street here to the left. We might be getting blocked by a van here, so we'll do that in just a second. I don't want you to get just the full van shot, but that's kind of what we've been seeing. That's actually, the presence has been growing since I got here about 20 to 30 minutes ago. There have just been more and more vehicles coming this way from the sheriff's office. All right, now you're going to be able to pan and look down the street here. Right through these trees is the Blue Ridge Elementary School, and then you're going to be able to see the high school sign as well on the left side. That is where there's a lot of traffic because it is parent pickup time. We have heard that the schools are on lockdown, so all these parents presumably are just waiting until their kids are released. They did say that there's no immediate threat to the schools. We are a little bit far away from the schools, just a ways down the road. But that's kind of the scene here right now. A lot of traffic in this area because of parent pickup time, and the Commons Drive, these apartments right behind me here, are all locked down for the time being. And that is where the sheriff's office has set up their base of operations. Drone in the air right now. A lot of unmarked cars as well. Not sure of all of the agencies here. The only ones that I can see with my eyes here is the Columbia County Sheriff's Office.
All right, thank you for that update, Ethan. I know many parents are probably wondering what the area looks like for those that are at work and can't get there. But for those of you that are just now joining us, and this is the first time that you're hearing about this, we do have our crews on the scene at an apartment complex behind a Lakeside High School after 3 individuals were said to have been involved in a shooting that has caused that school, Lakeside Middle School, and Blue Ridge Elementary to be on lockdown, and students are in the building until further notice as they work to piece together new details. And Ethan, one thing that you did not mention that I wanted to reiterate as well is that now deputies say that they are looking for 3 male subjects in relation to this, and they did give us a description of what 2 of them were wearing, and they ask if you have any information to call the sheriff's office. So they do say at least 1 was wearing a gray hoodie and 1 wearing a pink hoodie. So again, if you're just now joining us, those schools are currently on lockdown, but I cannot reiterate enough, school officials and deputies do say that there is no threat to the students and that all students are safe.